This movie is excellent on every level possible.
This is a beautiful movie with great performances in it.
Images from this film stay in my mind.
I think it's just almost like a perfect movie.
It is definitely an essential.
The Hustler, 1961.
Certainly with this movie, you see the influence of the Actors Studio on acting on film.
This film was nominated for 9 Academy Awards, won 2 of them.
It's Paul Newman. He brings something very much Paul Newman to everything he does.
Everything about this movie clicks.
Where do you come from?
California, Oakland.
California. Is your name Felsen? Eddie Felsen?
That's right.
I hear you've been looking for me.
Yeah, that's right, too.
Big John, you think this boy is a hustler?
The Hustler.
Yes.
Paul Newman, Piper Laurie, Jackie Gleason,
Yeah.
George C. Scott, great cast.
Great cast.
Do you like this film?
I do like this film. To me, now you watch this transition happening in acting on film. It started a number of years earlier than '61. It started in the '50s when Brando came in. But you start to see the influence of the group theater, the Actors Studio. Certainly you see that influence here, because you see it in Paul's work and Piper Laurie's work, and it is just a different style of acting than, say, now Voyager and Betty Davis's work, or the work on film that was going on in the 30s and 40s and part of the 50s. But slowly this transition happens, and work is much more, internal. It's much more realistic, and it has a kind of gritty rawness to it. So I love this movie, and I love that we're seeing it and talking about it.
Piper Laurie had one of those careers where she had to make a total transition from the kind of films that she'd kind of been slotted in when she was under contract at Universal International to be taken seriously as an actress.
Yes.
And the fact she got the part is amazing, and she is so exceptionally good in it.
Yes, she's wonderful.
Sometimes I wake up and I can't sleep, not without a drink. The bars don't open till 8. Mac over there has faith in me. When I'm broke, he trusts me. Don't you trust me, Mac?
Check.
Now, you've worked with Paul Newman.
I did.
What was he like to work with?
Just a diamond, just a diamond of a soul, of a person who had no idea, or else he was one of those actors. He was such a big movie star, he just chose to ignore it.
But he didn't let it get in his way.
Didn't let it get in his way at all. He was one of those actors that when I would be doing a scene with him, I would think to myself, well, when's he going to start working? Is that it? And I'd be working away. I mean, I'd be chewing on my sleeve, And he did nothing, and used his eyes and barely moved. And of course, I was wrong. And he just lights up the screen, and there he is, and you see through his
Which you didn't
eyes.
see on the set.
I didn't see.
But you did see it in the film.
I loved him, and I certainly learned a lot from him. And I just was enriched by knowing him, no question.
I'm gonna beat him, mister. I beat him all night, and I'm gonna beat him all day.
Well, this movie has so much going for it, I think. Everything clicked.
Yeah.
And it's not a subject that I think would be terribly popular with most moviegoers, but they made it work. So
well,
you become
it really
vitally
is,
interested in
character
it.
studies, and that's what they were, that's what the late 50s and early 60s, you were doing movies that were really deep character studies. It's, really studying these three people and their points of view in life.
But you have to draw people into the theater to come and see it. It doesn't sound like it'd be so interesting about pool playing, but once you trusted the fact that you like Paul Newman as an actor,
Yeah.
or Jackie Gleason because of television, you go see it and you're mesmerized
But
by
also
it.
styles were changing then as to what people wanted to see. Tennessee Williams was happening on
Right.
New York, and the storytelling altogether was changing, and so audiences were changing along with it. And what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Right.
The audience need for change, or the artists that came in and changed it.
Well, let's have a look at it.
Okay.
It's such a good film. Here it is, the film that further cemented Paul Newman's status as a star. From 1961, The Hustler.